This project has been really kind of an emotional roller coaster for me, in that I'm learning and growing and changing as a person and really understanding more now than ever how I invade people's personal space and I change something that's there. Now, in this particular case, the homeowner had just moved in, so they're not attached to the yard as it was. But what I've come to realize is the space is still sacred, if not to them, to the people that live on both sides of them, because people on both sides of them have stories relating to the yard. And it's just brought a whole nother level of understanding, trying to understand people and wanting to understand people, and to be more compassionate when we're working, both for our homeowner, but also for the neighborhood, for the people around. And I do think that contractors in general just sort of get mad at the neighbors and say, you know, leave us alone, we're doing our thing. And yet the reality is, we as the contractor need to be a bit compassionate toward the neighbors, because although we're not invading their space, it's so close to their space that it almost is theirs. So having all that kind of happening while working here, the neighbors have been fine, but it's been more of what I'm learning. I'm also recognizing how I become attached to a customer, to a client, as much as they really become attached to our whole company. This particular customer had said, I'm trying to think of more things I could get you to do so you won't leave my yard. He made the comment that he's built 3 homes, had many homes renovated over his lifetime, and he said he's never had an experience like this. And in the rest of the cases, hands down, he couldn't wait for the people to leave. And here we are working in his yard, and he wants us to stay. They declared that there's no due date. It doesn't have to be done any particular day because they want us here. And part of that, in large part, is because of the creativity that we want to continue to bring. They're excited every day to come home and see what's new, what's different. All types of things that they didn't expect, we're putting into the project because we want to. And as we're wrapping up here, and we have a bit more, but we're certainly getting close, I realize I start a relationship with a new person in the next project we start. And it doesn't diminish this one, but it makes it harder to keep this one as close, because then it's developing a new relationship. So for me, it's really an interesting place with how I can really enjoy and fall in love with what I do, and love and enjoy the customer, and then really not want to leave, but knowing for business sake and for my livelihood sake, I have to move to the next one, and I have to go on and build that next relationship, which the one we start next, people are phenomenal. It's going to be a great time. It's just going to be different. So dealing with that has been a pretty interesting experience for me in terms of what it means to be thoroughly dedicated to a project and